Now, moving on, members of Parliament have passed a motion of directing the Inspector General of Police and the Directorate of Criminal Investigation to investigate acts of lawlessness and prosecute those behind the destruction witnessed during Wednesday's protest. In a special motion by the leader of the majority, legislators condemned the loss of lives and property during the protest. They called for the prosecution of those found culpable of the planning and financing of the protests.
The National Assembly was nearly unanimous in condemning the protests that turned chaotic in some parts of the country. Legislators called for the swift arrest and prosecution of those they say planned and executed what they termed as a well-orchestrated attack.
If you look at the trajectory of violence and destruction that visited, you can associate that violence with a particular politician and the area they come from and the kind of thuggery that was going on, Honorable Speaker.
Why do you destroy the property and the livelihoods of your own community, Mr. Speaker? Mr. Rigathi Gachagua. Mr. Speaker, you can see the kind of planning that has been put into this matter. You can see the kind of money that has been placed in this matter, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we must call a spade a spade. Was Honorable Rigathi in Homa Bay? Was Honorable Rigathi in Mombasa? Was Honorable Rigathi in Kakamega? Was Honorable Rigathi everywhere?
Order.
MPs, while supporting the right to peacefully protest, described the demonstrations as outright anarchy that should not be tolerated.
That it is sad for parents who lose their children because of political scores. That today we are here again discussing an anarchy in Nairobi, Mr. Speaker.
People are being ferried from Limuru and Dagoretti into Kikuyu and some as far as Kiambaa and Juja to come and visit the wanton destruction that you saw yesterday.
Lawmakers also took issue with what they say are attempts to settle political scores and get into power through the back door under the guise of citizen activism.
And there is no question about it. Honorable Rigathi Gachagua must be arrested. And all the politicians that work under him, they should be arrested and investigated, because we saw some of them moving around and claiming that they are supporting this movement called Gen Z, which is a lie, Honorable Speaker. There is no movement called Gen Z.
I've seen there's an attempt to try and malign certain individuals out of yesterday's activities. Mr. Speaker, this was spontaneous and it was done across the country. And Mr. Speaker, I condemn the destruction. I condemn the looting. I condemn the killings. But we must condemn it fairly so that we do not make it a partisan issue or an individual.
Amid the condemnation, a section of MPs warned the protests reflect a growing frustration by the public that Parliament should not ignore.
We need to be more concerned about the issues raised by young people in this country rather than trivialize this to what Gachagua has done to this country. Gachagua is such a small person. Did he organize in Mombasa? Did he organize in Kisii? Did he organize in Kericho? Why don't you have him arrested?
Nataka kizazi ambacho kinakuja kitukumbuke ya kwamba bunge hili lilisimama kidete na likakuja na suluhisho ya kusitisha kutafuta mbinu mbadala za kuweza kuwasilisha.
I also condemn the CAK for stopping live coverage, because the CAK cannot do that in the face of a very clear judgment by the court.
And yesterday, I was sad when the live coverage was removed, Mr. Speaker. But, Mr. Speaker, the freedom of the media also must come with responsibility, Mr. Speaker.
Meanwhile, debate on the Constitutional Amendment Bill 2025 seeking to entrench the National Government Constituency Development Fund concluded in Parliament. However, voting was shelved as the House lacked the requisite number of 2/3, which translates to 233 members to vote for or against the amendment. This comes as National Assembly commences its short recess on Friday. Kamchemenza for Prime Edition.